Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Hope everybody's having a great day today. So in today's video, we're going to be talking about tutorial hell. What is it and how do you get out of it? Okay. So in a nutshell, tutorial hell is just basically you're going on YouTube or you're going through a bunch of courses and you're just following along, building out applications, learning a new programming language or a new framework. And you're only following what the instructor is telling you as opposed to you actually practicing and getting better with that particular framework or language. All right. And this trumps everybody that is trying to learn something new, even though we have a lot of availability online now to where you could choose your path of what you want to do. Going through tutorial after tutorial and not really applying what you learned, you're going to forget everything. I remember I did a tutorial on creating a Netflix clone and I was following this dude on YouTube on how to do it. And a lot of what he was building out at the time, I started learning React when they were using class-based components. That was the way to go. And there was lifecycle components within that. Now it's all functional and it's way easier to maintain. I was following his tutorial and I mean, it made sense at the time, but then at the end of the day, I forgot half the stuff that was built into the project. This is why creating a roadmap of, if you want to do a clone like that, create a roadmap of what you want to use to achieve that goal. Okay. Whether that's just the authentication system, how is that going to be done? How are you going to store that data in the database? How are you going to reference that when you log into the application? What are some of the triggers that's going to validate whether that login is actually valid? And then what are you going to show on the page? So a lot of that, it just, going through a tutorial is nice because you get to see how someone with experience will build something out and think outside the box. But at the same time, it should be different from what you would do. All right. There might be fundamental flaws with how this person is presenting the information and you're just blindly going about it and just working through it, not understanding that that's not the standard of today. So this is why I implore you guys, whenever you're looking at a tutorial, yes, you could follow it. It's not a big deal. But at the same time, are you learning what's being taught? Can you take the fundamentals that was given to you in that 3-4 hour tutorial and apply it to a project that you're going to be working on by yourself? If you can't do that, what was the purpose of using that tutorial anyway? All you did was just copy and paste code. And every single time you go through one tutorial, you're going to be like, oh, I got to go through this one. And I got to keep building out projects that you didn't build. Someone else helped you build it. So that's a problem. And you can't add that to your portfolio. Why would you want to add like a clone of another app to your portfolio? Everybody else is doing that. Be original. You know what I'm saying? Just be original. Like do something that's out of the box. Like create a dashboard, a UI dashboard that shows particular data. If you want to show page hits on a particular page, create a dashboard for that. A bar graph, something. Show like data based off of, who likes this particular store. Like if it's Target versus Walmart, create something that's meaningful. If you could scrape that data, get it via API, show something. Show how creative you can be. If it's something that you are thinking about that you want to fix, a problem that you want to solve, build a project on that. It's not that hard. It's just mostly just getting started because you have to think about it. You got to brainstorm. You got to get the requirements together. FYI, use ChatGPT to help you mold out the requirements and then have it in a way that is broken down into smaller pieces so that you could create features for your project. And it could create stories in software development terms. It could create stories on what you need to do to accomplish this goal. You understand? So if you do that, that should help you with understanding the fundamentals and actually pushing yourself to solve problems as they come out. As you're building a feature, why isn't this working? Look at the console, right? Like look at the error handling, figure all that stuff out. It doesn't have to be perfect, guys, but at least if you're solving a problem, if you're getting the requirements done, you straight, that's it, it's good. As long as everything is functioning, that's all that matters. Functionality over form is key. Don't worry about it being nice and pretty. You could worry about that later. Just get everything, the wireframe of everything to work. Then start looking at the UI and making things look nice and pretty and navigation and all that stuff. Worry about that last. But tutorials will get you in a point where you're constantly repeating the same shit over and over again and getting nowhere. Your portfolio's thin. It's not original. It sucks. So that's why it's super dangerous, man. Like you think you're making progress, but you're not really making progress. You're stuck at square one again. And you might get discouraged and just abandon it altogether. And then that's really gonna help you with your development, with your growing and becoming a software engineer, developer, whatever you wanna do. So to escape tutorial hell, start building projects, plain and simple. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. Use AI to help you create the stories. Use AI to help you with building out certain features. Have it explain exactly what it's doing, analyze the code, understand just the basics. Have it actually just accept the code that it does, right? Just accept it. You know what I'm saying? If you're using Cloud Code, have it just write code out for you. And if you notice there's some errors with the functionality, prompt it as like, hey, can you fix this file? Like it's not working. And have it iterate and explain what's going on. And then if it genuinely doesn't work, then you have to take matters into your own hands and build it out yourself. Also, limit the time that you're spending on tutorials. If it's okay, like I said in the beginning, it's okay to use a tutorial. It's not a bad thing. But at the same time, if you're looking at multiple tutorials at a time and you're abandoning each one, you're wasting time. So if it's something that you really want to learn, like how to prompt an AI or how to build a particular project using a particular tech stack, watch that tutorial. It's okay. But as long as you are learning from that and you apply it to your own projects, that's where you're learning and growing. All right. Learn by doing, not by just listening and following along like everybody else is doing. All right. And another thing is just set challenges for yourself. Set challenges. If you want to get a particular project done at the end of the month, you have to set that challenge for you. Be accountable for what you want to do, because no one's going to help you at the end of the day. No one is going to help you do that project. Either if you have a network of people that could help you peer review your code, look at your projects and just say like, hey, like I built this, like, is this a good project to add to my portfolio? Is there anything that I could clean up? Then you could rely on that. If you need help, you could reach out to me directly at thefullstackbro@gmail.com. Reach out to me. I'll look at your projects. I'll give you some meaningful feedback. And if you want to work on anything else, we can discuss that. But at the same time, you guys need to start just building, iterating, and learning from those experiences. It's not as easy as it was back in the day. Trust me. And then also documentation, man. You got to read your documentation, understand exactly what you're building, right? Understand the tech stack, understand how to use it properly, and just go about building. Can't iterate that enough. Build. Just go. Doesn't need to be perfect. Just start building. All right. So that's how you get out of tutorial hell. It's very simple, but a lot of people miss how to do it. You know, they get stuck and they get frustrated. But if you take these steps that I gave you, just start doing. You know, just do something. You know what I'm saying? And if you have money, man, just do a boot camp, bro. Do a boot camp. Not a lot of people are good with learning on their own. They need an instructor there to help with guiding them to build something, right? To learn something. So if you want to spend money and you have the money, go to a boot camp. 100%. Do your research on boot camps and figure out which one works for you. You should do fine. All right. That's it, guys. That's the video. If you like this video, please like, share, subscribe. Let me know. If you need any help, like I said, reach out to me at thefullstackbro@gmail.com, man. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? I got you. I'll read through those projects and I'll give you some valuable feedback. All right. Talk soon.